Hi guys, it's me, Samantha here today, and today I wanted to kind of do some more of a get ready with me type of video because I've been holding on to this Natasha Denona retro palette for weeks now, and I haven't played with it. I've been wanting to play with it, but I've been waiting to play with it to film with it, and I'm tired of waiting, but I don't want to do a very formal video today. I just want to like hang out. So if you are down for that, continue watching. If you're new to my channel, my name is Samantha. I'm a mom of 3 and a makeup enthusiast. I don't take myself too seriously, and neither should you. I just want to hang out and play with makeup and share it with people who also love makeup. So let's get started. I've also been really organizing a lot of my makeup, reorganizing my makeup, because I'm now working from home and I needed space. So I discovered one of my old favorites is the Flower Beauty Light Illusion Foundation, and I figured let's make it a Flower Beauty day. So I have the powder in Tawny, the foundation, I think this one is in Caramel, nope, Sable D1. And then I also pulled out the Celestial, Supernova Celestial Priming Whip. I feel like I used this a couple times when it first came out, and then I just forgot about it. So we're going to get started with those products, and yeah. So let's see. I do remember when I use this product, a little goes a long way because a lot kind of comes out. Neighbors are walking down the street, and then neighbor's dog across the street sees them, and they're going crazy. So I'm just going to pump a little of this on the back of my hand, and then we'll spread that out and see how it goes. I don't remember this doing very much to the skin other than just like creating a sheen. I don't even know if you can see. There's like gold glitter or something in it. I don't know if this is something that's worth keeping. Honestly, because I don't think it does very much. Like, I guess you could just wear just this if you wanted and have just like a gold sheen, but you can get a skin tint that probably offers some skin benefits as well, as opposed to just this, because this doesn't, like, it doesn't seem to have any special ingredients, at least that they're mentioning, that's going to provide any additional benefits other than it being a primer. It does feel a little smooth, but yeah, I don't remember this being amazing. So maybe I'll get rid of this because I just have so much. It's not a bad product, but I just don't think it does enough. But this foundation I love so much. I know I love this. I wore it for like an entire summer. So I did about 2 pumps. I probably won't need all of that, but who knows. I feel like I have really good skin, but you can see I have a lot of little hyperpigmentation spots or melasma going on. So I just like a little bit higher coverage foundation just to even out my skin, and there's nothing wrong with that. This foundation, if I remember correctly, it has a very natural finish, and that's why it was like my die-hard favorite for so very long. Alright. And I'm going to go in with this Morphe brush. So yeah, I just wanted to play with makeup, and I didn't want it to feel like very forced. I've been, as you can see, like going through some changes. Like I switched jobs, which was so very stressful and exciting, and yet at the same time like super sad. I've been a secretary, surgical secretary, for the last 12 years, I think. And I've been an admin for this specific doctor that I worked for, a group, for the last 5 years. And we've been through some challenging times together with COVID and just so many changes, you know, electronic medical records, all this stuff. And I feel like we right before COVID, we got our group to a really great place where we were just functioning so well. Like, there's always hiccups and there's always departments and areas and jobs where like there's people that don't work well or whatever, but like we had decent people. Like, everybody was pretty good. If they weren't great, they were like pretty good, and everybody was getting along. Like, you weren't having any like work drama stuff, and it was just a really good time. And then COVID happened, and granted, we had such a good team, like we really held it together, but it just was too much for me. I really enjoyed 90% of my job, but there was just that small bit of it that I just was really tired of, and I really wanted a change. And so I made the super difficult decision to look elsewhere, and it really didn't have anything to do with the people or the job as much as it had to do with just wanting to advance myself, wanting to do more, and just not seeing like a space for that in my current role. So I made that tough decision, and needless to say, like, everybody in the office was heartbroken. I was heartbroken. It was like the hardest thing that I probably ever done. And I know it's going to be great. You know, I started my new gig, but, you know, I'm still, like, new. I'm going in with the concealer in the shade M5D1 Medium Deep. And, you know, I'm a newbie in this new role. It's more of an ISIT type of position, so I'm not dealing with patients, which, you know, a part of me is grateful for, because, you know, it's tough dealing with patients, especially in this past almost 2 years now. But at the same point in time, like, you know, I don't know, it's gonna be like definitely a big change, and so I've just kind of been trying to adapt to that. Yeah, and prior to, I was like going into the office every day. It's just a big difference from what I was doing. I don't even know if that's what I was talking about, because my 6-year-old came in here asking about leftover pizza and got distracted. I feel like this is a little light for me, but not. I don't know. Let's finish this off and then see. I've just now, like, getting into the new role. It still feels like really new and fresh and like a vacation. It almost feels surreal, like I'm gonna next week get dressed and like go back into the office. But even though I know that's not gonna happen, so it's just like wrapping my head around all of this. I haven't had any time to worry about filming or anything like that, but I have been wanting to film, so I figured, what a better way. This is the shade Tawny. I really want to get the next shade down. I think it was like Soft Sand or Sand or something like that, but it was like sold out everywhere, so it's just something I'm keeping an eye out on. Right now this works for me. I just want something lighter for when I'm not so tan. But I think the color on this too will help balance some of that yellow. I used to use this all the time before Charlotte Tilbury, before my Jouer Hydrate and Set. This was like my go-to powder for my under eye. You could use this on your whole face. I'm not a whole face kind of set person. All right, now I'm gonna go into bronzer, and I wanted to take it back. I don't even know if this still exists. I'm gonna have to look it up after this video, but this is the NYX matte bronzer in the shade Deep Tan, and I haven't used this in ages. It's like, it's crazy to me. I'm like, I really need to pull this out and see if it's something I even still like. I felt like when I got this, we were so limited on how many bronzers were out there for like even tan skin, never mind like the deep or the dark skin tones. And I always use this, and then I felt guilty about using it because I was like, this is the darkest shade or one of the darkest shade, like and it works for me. Like, this is by no means appropriate. So we're gonna bring it back and use this today. See, it is really good. You know, there's some products that you just don't need new all the time. This is a good product. I don't know what my kids decided to do. I said, I could make you something to eat right now, or we can wait and I could do it after I film. Are you guys hungry? No, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. And then they come in here. Do we have leftover pizza? And I can hear them rummaging through the cabinets for some kind of snack. They're gonna just have to wait. That's so rude. They're so rude. Oh. See, I think that looks really good. My skin's looking pretty nice with that. I'm pretty happy with it. Alright, what did I grab here for blush? Ooh, yes. I have the Patrick Ta in, what's the shade of this? Oh, she's different. Oh, she's different. We're gonna use this. Do I want to do blush now? Do I want to do my eyeshadow? Let's do the eyeshadow first, because then I can decide, like, based on how my look is, how I want to drape the blush. That's what we're gonna do. Plus, I'm so excited. So this is the first time I'm gonna take her out of the box. This is crazy. I didn't purchase it the first day. I think I ordered it like 3 days after it came out, because I honestly kept telling myself that I didn't need this palette. I don't need it. I don't need it. Even my 12-year-old was like, Mom, you don't need this palette, because it really doesn't. I like bright, colorful palettes, and this just didn't scream that. And then as I kept looking at my Instagram feed, I was getting more and more sucked in to the FOMO that I had to go ahead and purchase it. I kept trying to tell myself I didn't need it because, I'll show you, it kind of reminded me of this here from Lorac. This was like a holiday edition palette. What was it called? Because I don't know if people can find things on like Mercari or something. The Unzipped Elegant Eyeshadow Palette. There were like 2 of these that came out. One like warm tone, and then this one. I think I gave the other one to my mom because it was definitely her colors. So yeah, this is her midi palette. There's 15 shades in here. I'm trying not to blind you with the ring light. 15 shades in here. It looks like there are 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's a lot of cream to powder, it looks like. If I'm seeing this correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cream to powder, and then 4 regular matte shades, and then we have about 2 satins, and then 3 more shimmery shadows. I'm gonna swatch them all out for you, because that's what I've been doing lately. I don't know why. The first shade we have is Vivian. She is a satin pink, but it looks so pale on my skin tone. Like, even in person, it's like the white, pinkest white I've ever seen. Then we have Maud, which again is a white, might be, yeah, it's like a white shade. Then we have Jude, oh, which is like a metallic pink. It's like a pewter with a touch of pink. Then Andy, which is a cream to powder. It's like a very mauve-y color. It's just exactly that, mauve. Then we have Glitz. This is like a metallic, baby pink metallic with a gold glitter in there. You can see it on the sheen. The second row, honestly, I purchased this palette just for the shade Patty. This really, that's the shade that got me. It doesn't look that impressive in person, but the photos made it look so nice. Okay, then we have Go Go, which is the cream to powder. This is a beautiful, like, rose color. All right, crisis averted. Kids have not killed each other yet. All right, then we have Psychedelic. It's another metallic baby pink. This one has a little bit more dimension. The glitter in it is like, has like sparkles of blue and all that. But see, this is why I almost didn't get it, because on my tan skin, this is what you're seeing. There's not a lot. We'll keep going. Then there's Opart. I like this. It's like a very plummy cream to powder. It's like a taupey plum color. Then we have Grwm, which is like a traditional matte. It's a pretty color. Amara is one of the other colors I really loved in the photos. It's like a true burgundy. It's a regular matte, standard matte shade. Swatches are getting a little crazy now. Let's put Hello up here. That's a beautiful metallic. Then we have Rebellion, which is a matte cream to powder. That's very red. It looks like a purpley, like, I'll show you. Look at that. It looks very purpley and dark, but it comes off very red when you swatch it. So that's interesting. Then you have Nude Mauve, which is a traditional matte. This is what she looks like. It's exactly what it's called, Nude Mauve. And then the last shade here is Swing, which is a standard satin. Beautiful. I honestly think Hello is like my favorite shade. So we're gonna start, I'm gonna like zoom you in a little bit more and get up close and personal. Hi. I'm gonna start with Amara. This one right here. It's kind of smaller, fluffy brush. Make the autofocus go crazy. I think that's really nice. And then I'm going to take a bigger, fluffier brush and I'm going to go into Nude Mauve, which is a color that is exactly how it sounds. It's like a taupey, pretty much a taupe with a drop of purple in it. I don't know, I'm going to take this brush here and go into Rebellion. We'll see how this turns out because I want it to be darker, but that color looks more like a red when I swatched it, so definitely looks like it intensified it, but it looks slightly brighter. Alright, so now I want to take, I think I want to take Jude and put that right here on my outer to meet the outer portion in the center, and I'm going to go back in with Amara on top and blend the two. even take advantage of that cream to powder underneath it, because I feel like that can kind of act like a semi like base, because it's kind of, because it's creamy, it's a little bit more tacky, so it's gonna, powders really lay nicely on top of it. All right, and now I'm gonna take Hello. These are not the shades I thought I was gonna play with, but I do. Oh yeah. Hello goes right into Jude so nicely. All right, so that's Hello. I'm gonna take Jude a little bit more and just boop boop, kind of. And then I'm just gonna get in my inner corner with, I think, Glitz. Oh no, I'm gonna go in with Psychedelic. Just because I felt like Glitz has a little bit more of that gold. So yeah, I've been having like such tremendous amount of anxiety just surrounding like switching my job, leaving my friends, feeling a little bit like I've abandoned people. But then also like trying to tell myself that I was doing the right thing, and I am doing the right thing. So day by day, this is really, really pretty. Do I think I still needed it? Probably not. Let's do the other side, and then with eyebrows and stuff, maybe I'll feel a little bit different. So, you know, it's been hard to be motivated and inspired. You know, I don't know if this is the only, if I'm the exception, I doubt it, you know, to your YouTube searching that I'm your only makeup person that you're watching, or if you're watching lots of makeup, or how that's going. But I feel like a lot of the channels that I was watching for a long time for makeup content are now producing a lot of lifestyle stuff, which is fine. It's just that I want to watch makeup, like, and a lot of the girls also, I'm old, but I'm not that old, but I'm old, are just starting to have families and children and stuff, and I'm past that. Like, I have 3 kids, and my kids are not little. I've already done all the hard, like, parenting, like, not hard, but the little kid stuff that I don't need to go back and like relive any of that with other people. If anything, you know, watching that makes me tempted to just send messages and be like, you should do this and you should do that, because like I'm my old grandma that's like all wise and shit or something. I'm not, but you know, like when you've had 3 kids, you learn some stuff and you want to share it, but like I'm not the parent guru. I'm not making videos on that, but I don't want to watch other people and their children. Shit, to be honest, I do this because I need to get away from my children. I love my kids so dearly, but like sometimes being a good mom is stepping away from being a mom a little bit, because if you're mom all the time, you're going to be burnt out. I have plenty of friends who are stay-at-home moms and can attest that it's a friggin' difficult job being a parent 24/7, and then let alone have a regular job, or sometimes the regular job, you know, gives you a break from that. So, which is definitely the case for me for a long time. Like, I used to say it all the time, and I still say it, like, I am a good parent because I work. I don't have the stay-at-home mom temperament. I don't have the patience sometimes. Like, even working with adults feels like sometimes working with children. I need like the breakup of the two so that I'm not like sick of my kids. And that might sound crazy, but it's fact. So yeah, it's kind of weird for me to even be like, okay, now I'm gonna work from home. Not that I don't like children. Again, I have 3 of them, and I do love my children dearly, and like we do a lot of activities together, but just the 24/7. But they're in school. They're in school, so that will make it a hell of a lot easier. I think I really like how that looks. Do I think I could have gotten this look with something else? Probably. My little frizzies are everywhere. I just don't, I'm not the person that likes to just paste their hair to their head, because I used to do that back in the day. I felt like it made me look bald. Yeah, so all these girls are out here making babies, doing videos about their baby clothes and their shopping and the this and that. And I think it's cute. I'm happy for them. It's like going to your friend's baby shower, but you just don't want to, I don't need to be there every step of the way for all that. So but at the same time, I used to watch these girls all the time for like inspiration, to keep me motivated. There hasn't been a lot of content like that out there, so I do feel kind of uninspired. But I kind of found myself like a little less interested, and I hate saying that because you just want to support people no matter what. And it's not that I don't support them to like be making babies and doing all that, but like, I don't know, I support them emotionally, but like I can't physically bring myself to like watch that. Like, I'm all set. I've been there, done that. Like, I'm not interested in buying any of the baby clothes or the, I don't know, burp cloths that they're trying to like now talk about, or breastfeeding bras. I know a lot of you guys out there are interested in that because maybe you're in that same stage of life or whatever. But I, for one, am not. And so I just haven't been watching that much YouTube. And then, I don't know, sometimes I like watch YouTube to get amped up to make a video, because it's like, oh, you know, that's so nice. Like, I have, you know, it makes me think of like all the new stuff that I got, and like how I would love to like share it with you guys and, you know, hang out. And it's so therapeutic, but it's easy to get like lost in the rhythm of the to-do list of work, like family and work. And so hobbies can go off to the side, and maybe that's why I don't really want to watch YouTube videos about people's families and kids and stuff, because it just reminds me of like the chores and stuff I have to do in my house, and I don't, you know, they're not new chores to me that I'm excited about. They're like old chores. I've been doing these chores forever. Like, I'm so over it. I perfected how to clean the microwave with a lemon. Like, I don't need another video to show me that. So I don't know. I'm using that was the Colourpop Precision Brow Pencil. What shade is that? Black and brown. That's the second time I've used that. I really like it. I don't really like pencils that are thin like that because I'm like a little heavy on it, and I tend to break them and then just waste all that product. This is the NYX Brow Glue. I've been trying to use this because it's sitting in my drawer, but it's not my favorite. It's not bad. I just, you know, my favorite one really is the M Cosmetics, but that's besides the point. Yeah, so I don't know, YouTube has always been an escape for me, and lately, I don't know, I've been like just so hyper focused on the things that I have to like get done, or the, like, you know, when I was preparing to leave my old job, I wanted to make sure like I did all of my work, so I wasn't going to leave that much for my coworkers and stuff like that. So now we're going to get into the blush. And I think I just want to wear it all over my face. like across my cheekbones and everything. I don't always do that. It's kind of like a monochromatic look with this blush. What do you guys think? Yeah, so I was like super busy trying to get ready to like leave my job, my old job, and like not leave stuff behind. And then I'd come home, I'd be like so tired because I like worked so hard that day to get stuff, like, you know, think of things that probably didn't even need to be done for like a month, and trying to do them so that it just didn't have to be done by anybody else, because I was the secretary for my surgeon, but he was the chief of the department, so I took care of everything from like telephones to equipment to everything. So like I was having light bulbs in the office replaced, I was ordering all the kitchenette supplies for like the next month, because I don't know who's gonna take my position yet, or who's gonna do those things for the girls that are still there. You know, transcribing letters of recommendations for students, for their, as they're like interviewing for their residency programs and stuff like that. Just trying to get all kinds of stuff done. I think I was a little heavy on that. I'm just gonna take the bronzer brush and kind of, so yeah, I was just trying to do so much stuff, and like every day I came home I was like completely utterly exhausted. I didn't want to do anything else, and then I would like go on YouTube to like watch a video and like legit just forget about life, and instead I'd just be like, yeah, there's nothing on here I want to watch. I don't know what highlighter I want to use. I think I want to wear this Gimme Glow. I don't know if it'll go though. Let me see. You know what I think will go nicely with this? This is the Charlotte Tilbury. This is that like holiday limited edition one. The Hollywood Superstar Glow Highlighter. And I'm going to use this. I know that you can't technically get this, but I think it'll look pretty with this look. So yeah, I was like going crazy trying to make sure everything was ready for me to be gone, and then I had to say goodbye, and that was like so freaking hard. I think I'm emotionally okay now. It's been like just over a week, but the girls and everybody there are like my life. They were the people the shoulders I cried on when, you know, the hardest things have happened to me. They were like my best friends. We would talk about everything. We would joke about everything. You know, the surgeons that we worked for, like, we saw them every day. We were a family. We spent more time together than we do with our own families at home. So it was like really heart-wrenching. I've left other groups before, but this was like nothing I've ever experienced. And I think there's amazing people that are there. I just, sometimes I'm like, oh, did I make the right choice? I'm gonna set my face with a setting spray. I haven't done this in ages, but this is the Wet n Wild Matte Finish setting spray. I used to use this all the time, and I just want to go back in time a little bit to less stressful days. I'm just taking this sponge. It's not really damp or anything. It's just patting it in. Ooh, look at that. For lips. Okay, no, we're going to do eyelashes next. So this mascara is one I'm trying to use up that I really don't love. This was like so much hype last year. This is the Hourglass Unlocked Instant Extensions Mascara. This is pretty much a tubing mascara. It's really convenient because it's easy to wash off, but to be frank, it just doesn't give me the lashes I want. I want all the clumpy, all the length in the world, and this does not give it to me. But I do like it on my lower lash lines because I do have a tendency with mascaras that I love they tend to smear all over my under eye just because of the clumpiness and the this and that. So all the qualities of reasons why I love them is the reasons why they betray me. So I've been using this on my lower lash line because it gives them a really nice, pretty defined look. And then I can put something more dramatic on the top lashes. Now, something surprisingly about working from home, I've been getting up every day and putting on makeup, which, I mean, who knows, it might not last. I might like decide in a week from now, like, I can work in my pajamas and not have to and be fine with that. But I've been trying to get up and have my normal routine as if I was going into the office and wearing my makeup. And I find it just makes me happy. And that's really what playing with makeup, putting on makeup, all of this, like doing these videos and like hanging out and trying all this new stuff is all about. It just like, it makes me feel good about myself, and it makes the day go by a little bit easier when I know that I can compliment myself, like, oh, I really like my lashes today, I really like my blush that I'm wearing. Like, it just creates a more positive feeling about the day. This is the e.l.f. Mood Mascara, Big Mood Mascara in black. I really enjoy this on my top lashes, although it is super messy because the brush is like ginormous and it gets super clumpy, as you can tell. But like, I love what it does to my lashes, so you will see in a second. I'm always messy too about putting my mascara on. I wish that I can make it look super nice and neat, but 9 times out of 10 I'm getting it all over my look. So I'm gonna do a second coat on both eyes. Alright, so this is the mascara. This is the e.l.f. Big Mood on top, and then the expensive ass Hourglass Unlocked on the bottom. I think it's nice little balance, right? All right, so this is my look with the new Natasha Denona retro palette. I really do like it. Should you guys go out and buy it? Probably not. It's good, it's beautiful. The formulas on her palettes are so stunning. You can never go wrong in them. If this is the color story that rocks your world, then go for it. It doesn't rock my world. I do kind of feel like it wasn't necessary, but I do like it. I will use it because I have it. It seems like almost like a more upgraded, elevated version of the Modern Renaissance. But I have to pull that one out to kind of like see how I feel about that, because I think the Modern Renaissance might have a little bit more depth than this one. This one goes from like really pale colors to kind of mid-tone colors, and I didn't really see like too many dark shades in it. But yeah, I had fun just chatting with you guys. I hope you liked this video, and if you didn't, that's okay. If you did, give it a thumbs up, maybe hit that subscribe button, it would be cool. You can hang out with me again some other time, and yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.
Do we still got the last pizza slice?
Yes, but I'm filming right now, remember? And you guys said I could film and then I can make you food.
I looked in the black box.
Yeah, it's in the black box.
It's not in there now.
Ask Yaya if she stole it. And can you wait till I'm done filming and then I'll make you food? Close the door, please.